Hello everybody. Today we're going to do something slightly different. I'm going to read you something from Once Upon a Slime, which is actually not a storybook. It's a book full of writing ideas. You can see on the front it says 45 Fun Ways to Get Writing Fast. It's quite a good book. It's by Andy Griffiths and Terry Denton, who you might know. They've written books like Just Crazy and Just Stupid and Just Tricking and all those kinds of books. They also wrote the Treehouse books, the 13-story Treehouse, and all the other ones in that series. So they wrote this book down as kind of a collection of their writing ideas that they developed over the years. So the people in my class will recognise this one. I'm going to read you, this one is the Bad Mummy and Daddy cartoons, which is not based on anybody in particular, so you're not allowed to say this to your parents, that they're bad mums and bad dads, but you're making up a story, okay? You're making up a story. This is just some fun ideas, and that's what we're going to do in our writing today. So I'm going to read it, and I'll show you some of the pictures that they've put in the book. So, Bad Mummy and Daddy cartoons. Some of my favourite characters in all of the books that Terry and I have created are Bad Mummy, Bad Daddy, and the kid who always asks permission to do something really stupid and or dangerous. Most normal parents would say no, but I wanted to play with the idea of parents who do the opposite. That is, they say yes when they should say no. They then surprise us again when, instead of being upset at what happens to their child as a result of their bad parenting, they simply shrug and say, oops. I'll put this one up for you so you can have a look. This is a Bad Mummy and the very busy 6-lane highway. I've had to write down on my phone what the book actually says because I can't read it. For me, it's backwards. So in this one, you've got Bad Mummy, and she's saying, Mummy, can I run across this very busy 6-lane highway with my eyes shut? And Mum says, well, I don't know. And the kid says, please. And then Mum thinks about it, and the kid says, pretty please. And then the mum says, all right, just be careful. And you can see there at the end that the kid ran out onto the very busy 6-lane highway, and Mum just walks away saying, oops. So it's very silly, okay? I'll go to the next page. This is Andy Griffiths talking. He says, I love creating characters who do or say the opposite to what you would expect, and there are many examples of this in my books and stories, especially the Bad Book series. These include the Bad Dentist, the Bad Vet, the 3 Bad Guys, and the Bad Teacher, pictured below. This is the Bad Teacher. They've put up on the whiteboard, vegetables are bad for you, but luckily Andy Griffiths has put a note there that says, note, vegetables are not bad for you, so you're safe. Then it's got, try this, draw your own Bad Mummy cartoon. Draw up to 9 boxes on a page. We'll have put a page in there for you, or we might not. I actually can't remember, but you'll find out. Draw up to 9 boxes on a page. Think of the most dangerous, silly, crazy thing that a child could possibly want to do. Have them ask their parent or their teacher or their carer for permission to do this crazy thing in the first frame. Then, after some discussion of the possible dangers of the activity, have the parent give in and say yes, and then show us what happens next. Don't forget to have the parent say oops at the end. There's a few ideas here that you might want to use. So you might want to go Bad Daddy and the Electric Fence, Bad Mummy and the Killer Whale, Bad Teacher and the Poisonous Poison, Bad Mummy and the Cute Fluffy Bunny Rabbit, Bad Daddy and the Whirlpool, Bad Teacher and the Stick of Dynamite, Bad Mummy and the Crocodile Infested River. That's just some ideas to get you started. I'm sure you can think of some other things. Remember, it's just a fun way to get started with your writing and to be doing some pictures as well. So if you'd like to do some other free writing, that's fine, but this was an idea that we thought, I know the kids in my class, we did it a few weeks ago and they really enjoyed it. So see how you go with it, and we'll have fun looking through those when you send your packs back.